What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Nicole. Thank you for connecting to Divine Star Energy. And on today's video, we're going to talk about 10 tips on how to stay positive in negative situations. So if you like the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe because you are going to like it. And hit the bell notifications and hit the like button and hit everything you can hit because we're about to get right into this video. So, number one, practice gratitude. Being grateful and humble for the things you already have is going to automatically put you in a positive mindset no matter what negative situation you might be in, because you're no longer worried about the future. You're just in the present moment, and that's on the list too. But first, you just want to focus on the gratitude of now and the things you have now and the things you're grateful for now and all the blessings that have been bestowed upon your life and all the opportunities that have come, and once you're grateful for the things you have, it opens up a door to welcome in new positive energy and new positive experiences and new opportunities for you. So if you too worried about things that you want, you're never going to get it because you're kind of repelling it in a way. Like if you're chasing something and you're always chasing it, that means it's always running away from you. So if you want to be in a positive mindset in a negative situation, you have to be in the moment and think of all the things that you're thankful for in the now moment. And that leads me to number two. And number two is to be in the now moment, be in the present moment, because in this moment right now, everything is good regardless of, the outer circumstances. Like, things in your physical reality might be like, your bills might be piling up. You might not have a job. You might not know where your next meal is going to come from or how you're going to pay your car note or whatever the case. But right now, in this moment, you don't have to worry about that. You choose to worry about that. Worrying is a choice because you can choose to think a different thought that isn't worrying and that isn't anxiety. If you choose to think of a time when you were on vacation, you wasn't worried about the bills then. Think about a time when you were on a date or a time you was having sex or whatever the case may be, some happy moment. Think of that in the right now moment of, when I was there, this was blissful. This is what it felt like to be in a positive mindset. And that'll automatically put you in a positive mindset. And, even not thinking nothing at all, just sitting with your mind and just becoming one with your mind and not having any thoughts. Like, I know it's hard, it's easier said than done, for some people. So for those people who can't just sit and not think about anything, like in meditation, then it's good for them to use like mindful meditation practices where they're thinking of stuff, but they're thinking of only positive things. And I'm not saying, be overly positive all the time, but I'm just saying, like, in order to be positive in a negative situation, you have to change your mindset. Like, that's the biggest part of the whole thing is, everything is occurring in your head, regardless of what's in your outer circumstance, because your outer circumstances can change, but they won't until what's going on in your mind changes first. So number two is, be in the now moment. And in the now moment, just remember and understand that everything really is okay, and it really will be okay once you confirm it is and affirm it is and believe it, and just look forward to things getting better and improving. So number three, I would say, is to surround yourself with positive people. Like, you don't want to be around negative Nancy's. You don't want to be around people who bring you down, people who don't inspire you, people who always talking negative about other people, always gossiping about, whatever bad thing is going on in their life. And people who just never have nothing good to say, even if it's not on purpose. Like, they might not be the type of people who gossip about other people, but they might be the type of people who just always bringing up what's wrong in their life. Like, oh, I can't do nothing right. Oh, my relationship's failing. Oh, this, that. Like, stay away from those people, because that too can drain your energy, sitting there playing counselor to somebody who's just always going through something. Sometimes, that's a part of their journey for them to go through whatever they're going through and to make it out on the other side, and not to always have, somebody there to kind of comfort them in their misery. Like sometimes, you know, you need to keep it real with people. Like, hey, you know, I'm in a positive mood today and I don't want to be around no negativity. Or you don't even have to say that, because that might come off as offensive to some people if you know, tell them that you plan on not talking to them. You know, you could just not choose to talk to them. And it doesn't have to be because they're negative. It just could be because you don't feel like being bothered. Like, you know, you are your own person. You can decide what you want to do with your time. And I don't care how close the friendship is. If you need a day to yourself and you don't want to talk to nobody, you don't have to explain it to nobody. I'm not, you know, even if you're in a relationship with that person, I mean, more so if you're in a relationship with that person, they're going to want an explanation. But, you know, be around people who understand you enough to know when you need a mental break and you're not being funny. You just, you know, need some time to think of, you know, ways to keep your life moving forward. So what we on? That was 3. So 4, I would say to practice self-care routines and, you know, take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Finding what makes you happy. Like what can you do every single day that makes you happy, or maybe even once a week. Like I know for me, I like taking, some people call it spiritual baths, but I like taking baths where I get some bubble bath, I get some Epsom salt because I got some old bones, but I get some Epsom salt and I get some smell good bubble bath and I get some flowers and I make it pretty and I put on some music, or I put on, you know, so I light some candles and, you know, I just set the tone to just feel relaxed and feel special for myself. You know, sometimes I'll wear perfume, my favorite perfume, just to go to bed and just to smell good for myself. Like, you have to do things for you. Some people are so focused on doing things for other people that they forget the things that make them happy, especially mothers. And, you know, I'm sure some fathers do it too, so don't come for me, but especially mothers, you know, find time to make time for yourself, because, you know, if you're not good for you, then you're not going to be good for anybody else. So that was 4. So now we're going to move on to 5. 5, I would say focus on solutions rather than problems. You know, don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on, you know, all the things that went wrong and all the things that could possibly go wrong in the future and all the reasons why you don't deserve, or all the reasons why you haven't accomplished. Like, focus on the positivity, and that's what you're going to get. You can only focus on one thing at a time. So either you're going to focus on the negative or you're going to focus on the positive. And every time I make this type of video, I say that same thing over and over, because I really kind of want to drill it home that you can only focus on one thing at a time. Sit right now and try to focus on 2 different things. Like, really try to focus on 2 different things. You can't do it. Even if it's just like colors, focus on 2 colors at the same time. Like, try to visualize 2 colors. Try to visualize blue and red both at the same exact time. Like, try to get a mental image in your head of blue and red at the same time. You probably can't do it. You're not going to be able to focus on, you know, both things. And even if you are, that's besides the point. The thoughts don't work like that. Even if you're able to visualize blue and red, your thoughts don't work like that. Your thoughts is going to be one subject. You either focus on the positive or you're focusing on the negative. And whatever you're focused on grows. And so if you want the positive to grow, you have to focus on the positive things. If you want the negative things to grow, sit there and, you know, just let your thoughts come and go as they will without, you know, consciously trying to control those thoughts. And you'll see the outcome is going to appear in your life when your life going to shit and everything's just not working out for you. And then you're going to say, oh, you know, my life's so bad. Where did it come from? It came from your negative mindset, because thoughts become things, whether, you know, we believe that or not. Albert Einstein, E = MC squared. Like, thoughts become things. Everything as above, so below. It starts in the mental and spiritual realm, and then it materializes in this physical 3D reality of ours. So what number was I on? Because I be getting sidetracked a little bit. I think I'm on 6 now. 6 is keep a positive. It's kind of the same, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So 6 is keep a positive attitude. and try to maintain a positive outlook to avoid the negative self-talk. So when you wake up in the morning, it's best to affirm your day, to say like, I'm gonna have a great day. I look beautiful, I feel great, I am amazing, I am wonderful, whatever you need to say to get yourself started. I have the perfect body, or let's not use the word perfect. I have the best healthy body for myself. And even if you're not there yet, just having that mindset of, speaking it into existence is going to help you bring it forward into your actual reality. So 7 is stay in the present moment. And I think I already said that, so I guess I put the same thing on there twice, but maybe it was needed for you to hear it again. But stay in the present moment. Focus on now instead of worrying about the past, instead of worrying about the future. Be in the now, the now, the now, the now, the now. That's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to hear. Number 8 is practice meditation and mindfulness. And I kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier too, but if I'm repeating myself, it's because you need to hear it. You weren't listening the first time. So practice mindfulness. What can you sit there and think about that's gonna be positive enough to get you out of that funk, to get you out of that depression, to get you out of that mindset that you're stuck in, that you don't want to be stuck in? Well, you can sit there and think about, someone you love. You can sit there and focus on your future and the businesses you want to own, and, not working for a job that you hate, and not having to wake up and, clock in on somebody else's schedule, being able to make your own time, being able to spend more time with your children or your spouse or, your loved ones, or whatever the case may be. Meditate on those things. Really bring that into your consciousness, and again, that's going to become more and more a part of your physical 3D reality as well. 9 is find humor in the situations. Even if it's a negative situation, try to go find something funny to watch, looking at TikToks or whatever. Don't sit there and stroll all day on Facebook and TikTok, but it's good to just take your mind off things when you're in a negative situation, to just find something humorous to laugh at, because laughter is good for the soul and it's good for the heart. And it's just, you can't be sad and laughing at the same time. It really don't even work out like that. Like, if you're laughing about something, even if it's just for a split second, and you go back to thinking about whatever the hell you was thinking about before you, heard that joke or seen that funny thing, at least you get a little bit of relief in those moments. So I would suggest looking up funny movies on Netflix, Googling your favorite comedian and seeing, what materials they've come out with, whatever it takes, to make you happy and to make you smile and laugh, because it's going to bring you out of that funk, and it's going to make you feel just a little bit better, even for a short period of time. And you can do all these other things to continuously help to put yourself in a positive mindset, even in a negative situation. So 10, and the final one is 10. Find meaning and purpose. So what do I mean by finding meaning and purpose? So the things that give your life meaning, things that are important to you, the more you focus on those things, the more you're going to be like, okay, regardless of what I'm going through right now, I know for a fact that in the future, the things that's going to give me the most meaning is going to be financial freedom, having a great relationship with my kids or with my family, having a stronger bond with my spouse or my mother, or, whatever the case may be, owning a home or whatever, and this is just going to be some extra, but just looking on like Pinterest and stuff, and, taking screenshots of the home you want to live in, or furniture ideas. Like, these things will help you get you in a positive mindset, especially if the things you want to come into your life and manifest are material things, which they always are. Unfortunately, we're just humans, so everybody has some material thing that they don't have yet that they want to attain, unless you like a millionaire or a billionaire. So yeah, these are 10 tips on how to get in a positive mindset even in a negative situation, or how to stay in a positive mindset even in a negative situation. And I don't even think I'm gonna do much editing to this video. It's just gonna be what it is, because I'm the type of person where I over critique myself, and I will sit there and edit the fuck out of the video till there's nothing left. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is with the flaws and all, child. If my wig on sideways, it just is what it is. But yeah, peace, love, blessings, and harmony to all of you, and abundance. And I wish the best for everyone, and I hope that you're able to find some value in this video. And until the next time, I will holler at y'all.